And now, Freelance Heroism presents Dragon Heist.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, would you
Yes.
like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Breakmeister, Rebecca, and Chris Sones. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone, and
Mhm.
we couldn't do it without you. So we really
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rachel,
Yes.
fuck Huawei cable and internet. Fuck them.
You know, we
Right in
don't
their fucking, right in their Ethernet port.
have them here, but I agree with your sentiment. You've had some really just awful internet issues, and they aren't doing anything about it, really.
Okay, let me explain what their system is, right?
Mhm.
What they do is they provide you this service that they charge more for because no one else covers your area. They've created a contract with other companies that say, we're not going to let you cover this area. This is our area, right? So because of that, they can charge more than the better service other companies provide, right?
Yeah.
So they charge like way more money. So then that's already messed up. Now their service drops all the time.
Mhm.
When you call up their people and like, hey, your service dropped, can you do something? Can you look, see if there's an outage or whatever like that? What they do is they restart your modem. And then they go, is your internet back up? And you go, yeah, but that wasn't the problem. It was dropping intermittently. And they're like, but is it back up? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, thank you for calling, blah, 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 blah.
Ugh.
And then so finally, you're just like, well, whatever. I'll come back if it causes a problem again, which it does. And you contact them again. That new person gets you to reset your modem, Rachel.
Yep.
And they have no like understanding that there was a previous call. They all say this thing. They all say, I'll make a note of it. I'll put it in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked somebody to check their notes, and they had no fucking idea what I was talking about. They don't even I don't even know if they keep notes. Anyway,
They wrote their notes on a sticky note, and then at the end of their shift, they just like tossed it in the trash.
they throw it in the ceremonial bonfire that they dance around over there at the hellscape ritual pit that is fucking Huawei internet.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna set that aside for a minute, right?
Okay.
I'm living this hatred right now, and guess what? By the way, my internet is in the red right now. So if I robot out, it'll just be a better example of the type of internet you can expect from these pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what they do is they say, well, there must be something wrong with the line, which it takes about 45 contacts for them to get to, because they just have you reset your modem. So then they're like, we'll send a tech out. Right. Now, if their hardware and their shit is fucked up, that should be covered. It's in the contract that they cover the maintenance, right?
Right.
But they don't. They say they will. In the chat, they'll say it's totally gratis. It's on us.
Mm-hmm.
You messed up. They send the tech out. The tech fucking waves a screwdriver over the fucking modem or whatever, and then says some ritual words, and then he dips, right? The one time, they didn't even touch the modem. They didn't touch it. They didn't touch the line. They didn't touch the modem. They had me run a speed test on the computer using their proprietary speed test. It said everything was fine, and then they left. Right? Yeah. Right. So then, okay, so what happens then is that they charge you for the technician. They said they weren't, but they do. And they're hoping that you won't notice that they billed you for it. But you do. And you contact them, and you have to talk to them for a long time about the fact that they billed you, right? So then you get through that, and they take the charge off because you argue with them for a long time, and they'll do that.
Yeah.
Now, the internet's still not better. So their tech didn't do anything. So you contact them again, and you're like, hey, internet's still bad. It's been about a week now. Can you please send a person out to fix it? And do not charge me. I'm screenshotting the fact that you said you're not going to charge me. And then they're like, okay, yeah, that was our mistake. It was a billing error, our mistake or whatever. They send a technician out. He replaces the modem with another piece of shit modem that does the same fucking thing, and then they bill you.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So so they do this like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. It's really like sort of loose weave. It's like jazz. You know what I mean? It's kind of they're out there grooving to it, and then so they send another fucking person out. This time they're gonna replace the drop. They're gonna take the wire that goes to the fucking line, and they're gonna replace it. And they're like running these fucking signal tests, which don't have any connection to the modem, which seems weird to me because everything's hardlined in here. So they do their tests and they're like, well, it's getting good power. I'm like, okay. And they replace the wire, right?
Yeah.
And then they leave. And then they bill you for that.
Ugh.
Right. And then you got to call and you got to argue it to get that charge up. This happens over the course of a month. So often. And they still won't acknowledge that there's a problem. I just got off the line with them and I was like, look, if you're not going to fix it, can I at least get like a reduction on the bill? Because like you're not doing the thing you said you were going to do.
Right.
And that went over like a lead balloon. No, we can't do that. And they're like, do you want to drop your service? Knowing that I can't go anywhere else because they have a non-compete clause. Well, I've got some bad news for them because I just found this out recently. That Xfinity now runs fiber lines through here. They were doing construction a couple months ago, and it turns out Xfinity does have fiber lines through here. Not only will they offer me double the speed of this company. This is brand new, by the way, for my neighborhood, right? Double the speed for less than they're charging me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So 1,200 more than double the speed, right? And it's less money, right? And it's a nationally recognized brand.
Yeah.
So I don't have to deal with customer service dipshit from fucking spit fuck Alabama who doesn't know what a modem looks like. So
once Xfinity becomes available in your neighborhood, you should contact all your neighbors and be like, hey, are you sick of WoW?
Yeah. No,
are you aware about Xfinity?
Here's how I think that it works is that all the people in this neighborhood are these older people, right? So like they don't even know when the internet's down. They're not using it really. There's some younger people down at the end of the road and kind of, I'm sure they have a problem, but like, good Lord, this company sucks.
Yeah.
Like I've tweeted them and they're like, how's your internet? And I send them a picture of my internet down and then they don't respond. I'm like, you guys, look, we don't have the hugest audience, right?
Yeah.
We don't. But let me just tell you, if you're in a region that has WoW internet, drop them. Go somewhere else. Because look, the problem might not be right now, but as soon as there becomes a problem, they're incapable of fixing it. You'll never get it fixed, and they'll find every wrinkle or loopy which way to bill you to screw you out of cash. They'll bill you in secret, so that way if you auto have it deducted, it'll automatically sneak that money out, and then you have to go back and they have to reimburse it, and they'll just like, well, we'll add it to your next. It's just look.
Yeah.
Don't work with these people. They're disingenuous. They're dishonest. And I can't think there are very few companies that I really rage against. It's like Halliburton and fucking WoW internet. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This was look, I get that a lot of people out there are not going to understand what I'm saying. Like you guys are thinking like all internet companies are bad. No, guys. This is I've had the same technicians in my house 4 times. One time they didn't touch anything. They didn't touch it, Rachel. How are you a technician and didn't touch anything? Right?
Yeah.
And then they billed me for it.
Like, it's especially bad for you because you use the internet for so much of your work and like
literally
so many of your projects.
Everything that I do goes to the internet. Yeah, so it's sort of important. And I thought maybe they just thought I was just like some complaining person. So I was screenshotting every time the internet dropped with the timestamp up in the top right corner so they could see that it's not, I was a technician. I understand diagnosing intermittency is difficult. I understand that it's hard, right? It's a complicated thing. You have to watch on a trace route to try to make sure, you know what I mean? Get it. It's tough. But I'm telling you and showing you that this is what's happening, and you're still most of the time they deny it. They deny like it's even happening, like I'm some fucking idiot. And yeah, so
I want to mention that you have been, for like the last minute, you've been roboting as you talk, which is just
is that for real?
Yeah, you have.
This company is unbelievable. They're just the worst fucking thing ever. I'm sorry that I'm roboting. Guys, I want this to be good quality for you guys. I do. But I can't. They're so bad. I don't know what else to do. I've called them to this point. I don't know. I would not be surprised if they told me to sacrifice a goat in my backyard to the net gods at this point. I wouldn't. I mean, I would be like, what? But I don't think I would be shocked at this point.
They'd be like, we're gonna have to bill you for the goat, though.
We're gonna have to. You have to use a proprietary goat. It has a firewire port in its ass. Unreal. So let me tell you, I just looked at Xfinity here, and look, even if their company is not great,
you
know, it's got to be better. It's
Yeah.
got to be better. At this point, a fucking tin can with a fucking rope on it's better. So,
well, since you're roboting, why don't we go ahead and go to this week's episode?
what's the episode title?
This
Beep,
is
bop, boop, bop, beep, bop, boop.
Dragon Heist, episode 71, Phone a Fiend.
Phone a Fiend. That's a
Phone
great
a
name.
Fiend. All right, to the episode.
Oh, I hate this company. It's so fucking bad. I hate them so bad. I want to fight them. Can we fight? Can I fight a company?
Well, if companies are people,
Right. Oh, you Citizens United on them.
yeah, then you should be able to fight them.
Right. The Citizens United should unite around this company and stomp it into the fucking dirt.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I'm good. Let's go. Let's do a day's worth of rest, and that'll give us time for Rachel, who doesn't sleep, to do her preparations. And then tomorrow morning, after we have crackers and eggs for breakfast. Oh, what?
Oh no.
Tomorrow we'll get every last looks, and then we'll head out the door and go get Homeboy. Bring him back.
Okay.
All right. Sounds like it's time for an engineering montage.
Clank, 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 clank. Boom, 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 clank, clank.
Also, David, if I don't have like the specific set of tools that I need, as an artificer, I have an ability called the right tool for the job, where I can magically create a non-magical set of tools. So I can just make the tools that I need if I don't have them with me.
Kind of like a bard with instruments back in the day.
Yeah. It's great. Adrian's going to be like, I've waited for this. I've been preparing for this my whole life.
All right. So you guys are sleeping. She's doing that.
Which dome do we want?
That's the question I've been waiting
Yes. We do
The
need
one
to
with the double magic. There's the double magic one that we talked about being what was that, a venom spitting
That one was
marsupial?
conjuration and necromancy.
Yeah, so like an aardvark that shoots venom is what
Right.
we came up with.
Yeah. Do we want to send down that one?
That
I don't
sounds
know.
like-
I don't know what that means.
It sounds like the worst one. So it sounds like the best option.
I'm going to look at Victor and be like, you're a book nerd who's into this stuff. What do you think a conjuration necromancy thing does?
Summons undead.
He starts snickering. The Conjuration Necromancy.
Mm-hmm. It had a silver urn of Valkyra. I think that's what my handwriting says. Okay.
Valkuna.
Valkuna.
Matata.
Vukana means family.
Victor walks over to it and he casts detect magic and his eyes begin to glow and he kind of like starts waving his hand over it. He's like, I've seen this.
What is it?
The aardvark.
It reminds me of a aging potion we used on one of the instructors.
Aging.
Oh.
I mean, an aging potion we made in class.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So wait a minute. This will make him old?
Mm-hmm.
Like
And if
how
he's
old?
stuck down there, it should keep happening
Not
to
sure
him.
how old. It depends on how powerful the spell.
Well, that'd be one way to kill him, is just a old age-ify him.
Yeah.
What about the book? Does the book say how old that they can reach? That seems like a pretty generic thing to ask.
Yeah, mind flayers kind of age like elves, if I remember right.
So it might take a while.
Well, he could already be very old. We don't really know how old he is.
If
We should ask him if he really likes soccer.
we
or
keep
golf.
him down there though, will it keep aging him?
Is it a one-time effect?
That you're not sure of. You can't
Okay.
tell from the, but do remember he has teleported on you guys before.
That's true.
What are our other options?
Exploding.
You have 4 other. Well,
There's an evocation.
yeah,
Boom,
4
boom.
other holes.
There's
There's 2 evocations, I believe.
Yeah. One of them looked like it was. I wrote fire axe next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a necromancy one with crossed axes. And then a beer stein that's just necromancy.
Which
So
one do you
I-
want
I
Victor
assume-
to mess with next? Or
Maybe
Do
the
all of
fire.
them.
Yeah.
okay. I guess he'll go to the beer sign first, since he heard you say beer. He begins messing with it for about a minute.
Poison gas. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
he nods. It's poison.
Okay. Well, that's a good option.
I'm gonna point to the axe one. I'm gonna be like, I think that one's explodey. Probably like a fireball.
The crossed axes or the fire axe?
I think the fire axe is probably the.
You walked
explodey.
over as that one. Yeah, there's fire. Massive evocation.
And I bet the other one is lightning.
The necromancy one or the other or the
other
jolt dagger.
evocation.
No, he walks over. There's fire here, but not as strong.
So big fire with the one axe.
Mm-hmm.
What about the last necromancy one?
Aardvark.
He kind of looks up at you, a little spooked.
All right.
There's something down there.
Oh.
And there's more than one.
So maybe. Well, okay.
And
Actually, that might not be a bad system. Lock him into the building with a bunch of undead he can't mind control, and then crawl up in our little hole and wait an hour.
Hey, we're making the assumption he can't mind control whatever's down there, right?
Actually, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, undead you can't mind control, right?
Well, are we? Do we know it's undead, or are we
Said
assuming it's undead?
necromantic.
necromancy.
So it would be undead. Okay.
So here's another question, right? We know he can teleport, right? We've seen him teleport. So anything that has a duration that doesn't go off immediately is not a win for us.
Right. Right.
It needs to hit hard and fast. I think fireball's the way to go.
And the bigger,
boom
the
boom.
better. Yeah.
The big fire one.
It makes more sense to me because it goes off immediately. It doesn't give him a chance to teleport out after a small effect. It hits all of the effect early and hard, fast, boom, and then we can pick up, like, go from there.
Yep.
But the other one's like if the age thing ages in 10 years and then he teleports out, what does that mean for us? Nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
If it goes into the undead and he's like, oh shit, I can't control these guys, and he teleports out, then what does it matter? We want to get them all of the effect up front, and Fireball does that. Boom booms do that, right?
Okay.
Yep.
So this makes more sense, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
Get front loaded damage on them.
Do we know from the research on mind flayers that Kaeviir has done, how far can they teleport?
It's like a teleport spell, right?
How far is that?
It's a plane shift.
Oh, okay. I was gonna put a snare
Well-
like outside the dome, so that on the chance that he teleports out and he teleports into the snare.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know they have the ability to travel between planes on themselves.
Okay.
Well, he's going to want to be down here anyway for the treasure. So I'm sure he'd be able to get away if he really wanted to, unless we could find some way to bind him to this plane.
I don't have the way to do that.
I'm trying to think of a way we could anchor him.
What's that book? Where's my player's handbook?
Like, I mean, I don't know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, D-Walk. What if I talked to someone? Is that vague enough for you to get what I'm saying? Is there a way
That is
maybe
vague enough. I
he could
know
revoke
where you're
his-
going with it.
they could revoke the passport? Maybe.
Um,
I mean, it's not like
you can communicate communicate with them, see what price it'll be, but they would have the power to bar that kind of travel if they deem fit.
I'm going to think for a second. I'm like, I gotta go take a piss, and I'm gonna just walk off into kind of a different part of the.
Well, I would hope so. I hope you wouldn't do it right here in front of us.
Yeah, pissing down one of the bad domes. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. I'll stick around and I'll keep an eye on whatever's going on here because I don't want to keep an eye on whatever's going on over there.
I'm gonna ask Rain to like hand me different
I can-
tools as
yeah.
I.
Which one's a Phillips again?
What? So guys, it's the one that's not a flathead, the one that doesn't look like you.
Oh, all right. Look, I'm a politician, not a tool person.
Boy, those two sound very similar to me. Politician, tool person.
Aren't you supposed to be pissing over there?
I'm sorry. All right, D-Walk.
Sir,
I'd like to, once I get kind of out of visual range, I'm going to stop and I'm going to put my hand like hard against the wall. And I'm going to like think really hard. I'm like, I have a favor or a quest.
after a few minutes pass of you thinking, the smell of sulfur begins to infiltrate your nose. You feel the room kind of get real cold for a second.
I take it you're here.
I'm here.
I have a favor to ask.
We do favors now.
It's a request.
I cannot wait to hear.
I need to stop someone from leaving. They're going to try to jump planes. I hear that you have the power to stop that.
You must be talking about that mind flare you've been playing with lately.
Well, I'm here for a reason, and he's here for the other.
Kaeviir, you're always in places for reasons. What do I get out of it?
What do you want?
What do I want? I already have you.
Have is not really how I describe what we've got going on.
Okay, I own you.
I don't know that I. You know what? We're arguing semantics here. Is this a bargain you're willing to make or not? I assume you have
I'm
a
willing
price.
to make it. I have no issue pissing off and a mind flayer. What's he gonna do? Show up at my door?
Ideally.
File complaint department? Pick a level. There's 9 of them. He can pick one to complain in.
Price.
I already asked your soul. And the time will come. I know. Before you die, I want control for 24 hours on a day of my choosing.
Wait, before I die, you want the 24 hours or a day of choosing that I have to live past?
I don't care if you kill yourself after. It's just before you die, your mortal day. And don't worry, as far as I know, you will not die before I get my fun. But I don't know when yet. But there'll come a day where I'll need an entry point for 24 hours.
What are you planning on doing?
I don't know yet.
You're gonna undo my work?
No, not nothing. I'm not that petty. We made a deal. You were allowed to do your work. I wouldn't interfere with it.
Nothing cosmic?
I
Nothing
can't promise
otherworldly?
that. I can't promise that.
Small scale. That's what I require.
Small scale.
You need to deliver a message to someone. That's fair.
I
don't want
wouldn't
anyone
ask for your body
riding
for
through the
24
streets on-
hours.
I don't want anyone riding through the streets on burning horses and overthrowing kingdoms.
Oh, nothing like that. It's just been a while since I've actually been physically on your plane. And sometimes you just want to handle things with your own hands. Well, technically your hands.
Do I have any say in that?
Not for 24 hours.
5 hours. This is a small scale favor for you.
18.
10.
12.
10.
12.
10's more than enough to do anything you need to do small scale. Anything larger than that, it's starting to get a little.
11. Come on, let's price and write this shit. 11 in a minute.
Just 11. 11. And no kingdoms, no fucking assassinations, nothing like that.
No.
You have a deal.
Done. You just tell me when, and he will not be leaving.
It's going to be tomorrow.
All right.
How do you feel about the code word cracker? It's a joke. I wouldn't expect you to get it.
Yeah. But done. You say cracker or someone's. Is it just you saying cracker or is it one of your companions? Who says
Don't bring
cracker?
them into it.
You know they're friendly. Rain has a lot of potential.
I assume you keep an eye on us, yeah? Then how about this? Once we start to engage with the flayer, that's when I don't want him to be able to leave.
Understood.
And from that point, after we finish with the flayer, then you can get your 11 hours. Before then, the deal isn't complete.
No, the 11 hours won't come today or tomorrow. It could be a couple years.
It's always nice doing business with you. And I'm going to take my hand off the wall and start to leave.
The smell fades. The room goes back to temp.
God, who said that? Why would you send that to me in the chat? Gross. They have a private chat that they send me gross shit in, Rachel. It's gross.
This is awesome.
For the whole 24 hours? For the whole 11 hours?
Yeah, all 11 hours.
Oh my God. Maybe we could just chase him. What do you think? If he left the plane, maybe we could just go to another plane and find him. Maybe I don't have to.
Maybe
Okay.
not.
Gross. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back in the room.
As Kaeviir comes back, Adri's like clearly been talking to Rain the whole time she's been working. And she's like, and so that's why they outlawed the Dwarven manufacturing of like synthetic motor oils back in 1127.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Which one of these is a spanner wrench?
You're holding it.
Seems
I don't
like
know
a good
why,
route.
because I don't need it right now.
I thought that was the hammer. I'm sorry.
No, I was just holding the hammer.
What?
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 How are you guys doing? Everything working out over here?
Fine.
Mhm.
Everything all right with you?
Yeah, I just
That was
You're gone
And
for a
then-
long time.
kidney
You know.
stone.
That's
older
what I
gentleman.
was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking he must have kidney stones.
That would explain an awful lot of his attitude and behavior
it
too. if you
would.
think
That's why
about-
you should see a cleric, Kaeviir.
I'm the mood change from the very serious moment I just had where I was auctioning off part of my life to yeah, and now I come back in here and they're talking like I'm like, look, I think I'm gonna be all right. I'm a medical professional. I'm fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Just making sure.
Mhm.
So anyway, Rain, did you know that the dwarves have like 7 different types of screws? And it's like very particular about what you're supposed to use them for.
I
Kaeviir,
knew
are
a
we
dwarf
ready
woman
to
who only showed me 3.
are we ready to go up to the surface yet? I'm just curious. No reason.
Everything looking good here?
As far
Adrian?
as I can tell, as I'm fumbling with tools that I don't know the names of.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at him skeptically and then look at Adrian and be like, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm just getting the like police system set up, and I also have to solder on like a ring on the dome for the rope. The rope's going to take me a few hours to make. I haven't started that yet.
All right. So how long do we have E ETA?
I need probably at least 5 hours.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we're going to be walking for a minute. So is there some sort of signal you'd like when we enter the door? You should hear it, but
Yeah, Mr. A should be able to let us know.
how do we open the door when we approach?
The keys are already in the door.
Yeah,
You can take the keys with you when you leave, and it'll lock the door.
That might be a good idea.
Can we leave without the keys? Like if something happens to them?
I can open the door
Okay.
from this side.
Okay.
All
I mean,
right.
I'm sure nothing will happen to you guys. I just don't want to die in a tomb.
Oh,
No, I understand. Yeah,
Victor looks up. I'm too young to die.
not too young to die.
I'm too pretty.
Don't say that to him.
Kids die all the time.
Okay. Do you have somewhere to go?
Wow, your friends suck.
I feel like you guys in fancy rich girl town, apparently fucking kids don't die. It's like, all right.
well, I guess we'll make the trek back to the surface.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going
Yeah,
to
you guys make it back to the
All
surface,
right.
no issue.
Good luck, guys. Bring me back
Yep.
some lunch
I'm on it.
and an iced coffee. So don't get it until like right before you're going to come back here, so that way the ice doesn't melt.
we brought you some deviled eggs. Shit.
And some cheese crackers.
All right, I'm going to as we're walking out towards the where the keys are stored. I'm going to be reaching through my bag and pull out a set of cigars, hand him one. Smoke?
Shouldn't we save this maybe for a celebratory cause or?
Well, if it doesn't go well, we're not going to get to smoke them, and I spend a lot on these.
Well, far be it from me to pass up a fine tobacco. So, yeah. I'll take one.
I
And
should have given
light
Adri
it
a
up.
cigar. I didn't think about it until we were walking down the hallway.
Well, then go run back and give her one. I'll wait.
I'm like, hey, I assume we didn't get far down the hallway.
No.
Nah.
Did you forget something?
I'm gonna take the pack of cigars and I'm gonna toss them.
Like the whole pack?
There's only like 4 or 5. They're
Okay.
expensive.
All right. You want me to hold on to these?
Take one. They're yours.
These are mine.
There's only 3 of them. Yeah, but go ahead.
From 4 or 5 to
You're not
3.
gonna smoke all of them at the same time. I'm just saying we're gonna smoke them out. This is like a celebratory thing before you go in the
Okay.
battle with your men.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. The kid can't have one.
No.
Hell.
Dragon can have one.
Yeah.
Fair.
But there are 3, so you do what you gotta do.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
If you see my aunt, make sure she doesn't go to Undermountain without me.
I'll carry that torch.
Thank you.
We're never gonna see her, right?
I don't know.
We're going straight to.
We got a lot of time to kill. I mean,
That's a long walk.
well, we got 5 hours to kill. That might be
Skee ball? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought someone said skee ball.
well, I think before we go find the mind flayer, I think I'd at least like to make sure things are sort of secure around Troll Skull in the event that we don't come back. I will leave a note that basically proportions out, my worldly goods to my sister and brother and et cetera, just to kind of make sure that they're taken care of in the event that this goes poorly.
We should stop by Idri's house and leave a note for her as well.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, if you guys
Yeah.
want to make sure that Adri gets it, you should put the note in a letter that's addressed to Rain.
No, it's for if it's for if we all die, by the way. So it'd be for your family. Like how it never even occurred to Rachel that she wasn't gonna get out of this.
Nope.
We're rich. I'm young. We don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's stop by there on the way back to Troll Skull while you're doing your letter, and I'll put together something that I think is nice, but is underwhelming.
Yes, you can have my tubes. Period.
Here, you can have my tubes. It sounds terrible. Why would I say that to a person?
Well,
You know what? If I die, you can have my
tubes. Give them over to your assistant.
I leave my collection of kidney stones, my head collection, and the spleen that I have drying on the back door of the bathroom.
That's what that smell was.
It's drying out.
Mhm.
My recipe for oil, armor oil, and the sludge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Well, I figure that kills an hour. Was your aunt staying at Troll Skull? Or had she gone back?
No, she was not staying at Troll Skull. She had
Okay.
she was staying somewhere else.
All right.
You guys do find Cedric sitting on the outside steps, though.
How you doing?
Looks up. Not bad.
Kind of not necessarily lying low, sitting here on the front steps.
No, I was hoping to catch you guys.
Oh.
No, I'll be wrapped up some of the final business with the boss, and gonna be heading out soon.
All right. Well,
So
Good luck to you, and thank you for all your help.
You guys
We
too.
do appreciate it.
You guys too. Aren't you guys short one?
It's on business.
Okay. Well, I got about a day before the ships head out. So,
We're all writing notes. You want to leave one for her?
sure.
Here, you can use my crayon.
Thank you. He looks at crayon and begins to write.
Licks the crayon.
This tastes like wax.
It's made from real earwax. I make my own crayons.
He begins to just heave.
I'm kidding. I
You
use
never
other
know
people's
with you.
earwax.
You
Yeah.
got body parts everywhere, man.
I'll use
Yeah.
my own earwax. That's weird.
So, all right. Hand you guys the note.
I'll take that.
Yeah, no worries. I don't have to worry about you reading it.
It's like I'm
Don't
gonna
read my mail.
I'm gonna read her mail.
I'll
He
hold on
got-
to it.
He got there quick. He was like, "I'll take that." Fine, dibs.
I guarantee you, I will hold it with the utmost
Up to the light care.
Yes, exactly.
You won't do anything that Adri wouldn't do.
That's right.
So-
I'll treat this mail as if Adri was treating it as my own.
But pass you both on the shoulders. If the guards come, y'all didn't see me.
Didn't see what.
Exactly.
Got you.
I did see you.
Just stop.
Why would I lie to the guards?
Kaeviir
not
will
gonna
never
find him.
change. So
He's a sneaky guy. He'll be fine.
yeah. Off to Luskin.
Good luck.
Shouldn't have told me that.
Waterdeep's authority doesn't stretch to Luskin.
I take Adri's envelope and I go to put it into my jacket pocket, and then I slowly pull it right back out. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Open the fold. I'm just gonna read
He's
it to
still
myself.
standing there.
Oh, I thought he'd left. I figured.
Nah, he left.
He's just reading it. He's like, "Oh, that's a good note."
All right. I
Everything-
close it back up and put it back in my jacket pocket.
Anything good in there?
Why would you ask such a personal question? That's her private mail. You don't need to know anything about it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's figure as long as everyone else had.
Well, I'm just sitting here saying this. The score is now settled as far as I'm concerned on the mail front. So, what other business do we have to tend to before we go find?
We should go to a
Yeah.
restaurant, pick a lunch for her. We'll pick it up on the way back.
All right. Well,
I would take it with us, I guess. It'll just be cold.
no. Let's go ahead and place the order. Well, that would look kind of weird though. Picking it up and taking what? Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking now. What the mind flayer probably would question why we were bringing lunch with us back to the vault.
Did you get Taco Bell? It's like, yes. Can I have some? Well, no, it's more a ceremonial Taco Bell, really.
So that's how you guys are going to get past the date. You're going to give it Taco Bell.
that's actually not a bad idea.
That
You ever
would
eaten
do
a
it.
quesarito? Tell me your mind's in the right place after that.
There's a lot of things not in the right place after eating Taco Bell.
You got those little spicy chip flakes in there. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
It
We're gonna
will,
need
but
that. We're gonna need that brass bowl really bad. All right. Well, we can get something that's like a sandwich or something, wrap it up and throw it in the bag. He won't
Yeah,
know.
it needs to be something inconspicuous because it would look really weird to be like bringing a couple of bottles of wine and a whole fucking picnic basket full of bread and meat and
What the hell kind of lunch does she get? Do you think? Oh, she thinks we're having like a Princess Kingdom lunch.
Yeah, she asked for iced coffee, so you do the math as to what she's expecting.
You guys meet the mind flayer like, we just have to get a frappuccino real quick.
We're gonna stop
I-
over here at the Starbucks.
And then it's just us standing in line, like with the flayer.
You want anything?
Is there a M flayer here? A mif flayer? Michael Flayer.
Yeah.
Is Mike Flayer?
Mike Flair, that's Mind Flayer. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. I like to suck the whip topping off the top before I put the lid on. His fucking tentacles just slobbering all over the top. That should be a comic. That's funny as shit.
Mind
Is there
Flayer
a
worse than a
Mike?
dog and a puppuccino.
Is there a Michael Flayer? That's me.
Well, there's your idea. Don't forget that. Write that shit down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
He looks at his note tomorrow. It just says Michael Flayer.
Is that Rick's brother?
Yeah. Woo!
Oh, that should be how you end it. You're just like, woo, at the end of
This joke would never work. I just want you guys to know that for us, we're laughing at it because it's so silly, but there is no cohesive through line to any of this. It's why is there a Mind Flayer in a coffee shop? Why is he eating it all slobberily? And then what the hell does that have to do with or Ric Flair? Like, this is like a joke for a schizophrenic. It's like you need 5 or 6 other people up there for this to be funny. Okay. All right, so I'm smoking the cigar and we're walking around. I guess headed towards like where the flare is.
Yeah, we got to
Right.
go down into the sewers again, right?
Yeah.
yes, sir. So
Like
they over.
oh, sorry. I'm like, well, God.
Oh, good. Is Adria doing anything as she's working?
So first, basically she's gonna set up like a pulley system and a place for the rope to attach to the dome. We decided on the fire one, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yep, the big fire one.
Okay.
Big
Um,
bada boom.
and oh god, there was something else I was gonna do.
You got to attach a loop to the top of the dome so you can pull the rope up.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
You were going to give Victor a cigar.
No. However, if he's really helpful and hands me the right tools, I will let him try mine.
This is the most big sisterly shit I've ever heard.
Other than that,
The dragon gets the cigar though, right?
yeah,
And
definitely.
he breathes all kinds of shit. Smokes.
Oh yeah, he's pounding that thing breath by breath, and you can just see it go down like every time he takes a breath.
I might still look for a place kind of around the I'm still thinking about I might still set up a snare somewhere around the dome just in case, but I haven't cast it yet.
All right.
Oh, I was going to ask you about the spell stone that I got from the hand that Evil Victor gave me.
Yes.
And I'll ask my Victor if I need help with this, but like, how many spells can it store? What level spells can it store? Can I cast spells into it to store and then take my long rest? Although I guess I don't have time for long rest because I have to do my I don't know how long they're going to be gone.
Well, you figured between 5 and 6 hours, I guess.
Well, I need 4 hours to
Do
make
the rope.
make the rope. And then if I wanted to take a long rest after casting spells into the spell stone, that would be another 4 hours.
Well, hadn't you done that? I mean, didn't we do an overnight sleep in and rest? Would you have been able to get that done?
We haven't
Yes.
in the
Oh.
Did we in the vault?
I thought you guys did a rest before you started the work.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'd be able to.
Mm-hmm. I'm checking right now.
Okay.
The notes where I
Because I'd like to store some spells in that since I didn't really have to cast anything while we were going through the vault. So if I can put some spells on it and then get them back from a long rest.
it can store 2 spells.
What level?
5.
Okay. I can only cast second level spells.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna think a little bit about what spells I want to put in it. But I will pick a couple. But other than that, I'm gonna set up like a pulley system so that basically like the rope maybe connects to something attached to the wall that then goes to like the loop on the dome. So it's tied at the loop. But then you have to go over to the thing on the wall to like actually pull it to lift it up. And so it lifts at like probably an angle, I think is the fastest way to set it up. I don't think I have enough stuff to like lift it straight up.
You could actually almost even use the dome as a reflector file style if you lift it at an angle, so the blast is directed by the dome.
Yeah. Okay. It's perfect. And then the like where you go to like for a Kaeviir to be like, oh, I have to use this thing to lift it. It's gonna be like in a safe area so that way he won't get hit by the blast by the way that the dome is angled. And if you need me to make any like checks or anything, just let me know. But I have like basically any tool set that I need. And I'm proficient in like 5 different types of tools. And then after that,
Give me a check for the ring you're putting on the dome.
okay. With my smithing? Would
Sure.
that be- okay. What type of check would that be?
Intelligence.
Okay. I'm proficient with these, so I can have my proficiency bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you're weld strong.
Okay. 25. Oh, sorry, I'm 24.
Yeah, I say you got a good beat on your weld.
Okay.
It holds strong.
All right.
You didn't overdo it and make it fragile where it'll snap when the rope's pulled.
Okay, good.
I've actually seen this shit work. It's kind of dangerous. They tack welded instead of actually welding, and it didn't do good beat, and that shit came off.
And
at
if
like 20 feet high.
If it does seem like I've messed something up, I have the mending cantrip, so I can at least fix like sort of smaller mistakes as I go.
Okay. No, that was it. Just the only weak point I saw, what was thinking about was that weld.
All right. And then I want to find a sort of out of the way spot in the dome room still, behind a pillar if possible, where I can do I'm not going to cast rope trick, but I want to find a good place to where I'm going to cast it.
There's 2 big pillars in the center that separate the 4 or the 6 domes, kind of like in between 6 packs.
Okay. Is there a good angle? Let's see, because what I want is B. So I want to go to the pillar that's farthest from the dome that I'm setting up the rope on. And then behind that pillar, so the pillar is blocking it, that's where I kind of want to have the rope trick set up. So that way, when the mind flayer like goes over to the dome, he's not going to look over and be like, why is there a rope hanging in the air?
All right.
Or we're going to like pull it up anyway. So, but just like in case we have to very quickly get to it.
All right.
And I just want to get that ready. And then I'm going to spend the next long rest. Oh, it could be long rest. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to make my rope of climbing. So I'm going to undo the infusion on my repeating crossbow and sort of modify it and change it over and start making the rope of climbing with the command words of crackers and egg.
All right. You're doing this all along with Victor casting minor illusion and hitting with a firebolt to pass his time forward.
I'll try to like. I figure Adrian will like try to be like, isn't this? Are these like smithing things that I'm doing? Isn't this cool, Victor?
He's like,
Cooler if you did it with magic.
She has like a steampunk like blowtorch. She's like, but this is really cool.
Yeah, you never let me touch blowtorch.
No, because you're like 12. You're a
Zang.
baby.
Bring the elf thing into it.
boy. You're a
You're gonna give us
soft little baby.
You're gonna give us a
Soft
speech
baby.
of flowers and trees again.
I mean, every time you forget it, I need to remind you.
No, I'm an elf. I'm a tree. You're a flower. You're gonna die.
That's not true, though. You're not.
That's what you say.
Only when I'm mad at you. So, shut up.
And with that, we go over to the 2. You guys make your way through town. It's kind of quieter than normal. The guards have been doing their job, putting massive pressure on the Zents and the Black Network.
Mhm.
Even the Xanathars are trying to dodge out of the way right now. They really don't want to risk the ire of the guard right now. So it seems a little quiet, but I mean, then again, you guys are up in the, more, I guess, northern wards, going up through Castle Ward and whatnot, and so you guys aren't actually dealing with a lot less of the actual gangs of the South.
Right.
So I mean, you guys reach the sewer entrance that you guys know and hate, and make your way down through to the Mind Flayers. Eventually, as before, you guys are met by a intellect devour scurrying through the sewers. Looks up. You guys hear in your, well, no, you don't hear in your heads. Master seeks you.
Well, that's good because we seek him. So
This
lead
way.
on.
This way.
Little
And he
brain
runs down
cockroach.
splashing.
I don't step on
Charming
that
little
fuck.
fella, ain't he?
Yeah, I just want to step on that fuck.
He stops at one point. We wait here.
Why are we
Last-
waiting here?
Last time we were in the sewers and one of these little brain things showed up. Adrian started to attack it, and you two just stood there because you thought it was cute.
Well, that's
Well, I'm glad we didn't kill it because it stopped us from. I think D-Walk had mentioned something about some monster.
That's what
Yeah.
he's stopping again, because as you guys see the deeper water in front of you guys, this kind of something moving underwater causes a wave over top, and it continues going down, and it's about 18 feet long as it continues down.
the hell was that?
That's why you don't flush your goldfish.
Master
I
calls it a giant lizard with teeth.
It's like a crocodile.
That sounds right.
Hmm.
Cool. Let's stop this conversation. Take us to the big man.
We have to wait for it to get a little further down, because if we step in the water here, it may
Yeah.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, we got alligators down where I come from. You don't mess with them.
Eventually, you see the intellect wire jump in the water, and you just see kind of the brain bobbing in the water as it goes across and hops out the other side.
Come on, you tell me that's not cute, Rachel. Come on, a little Bobby brain. Oh, that's adorable. He's buoyant because he's stupid. There's nothing in there. All right.
So you guys make your way through, and then back through the back entrance and into the Mind Flayer's chambers. He's sitting there reading a book as he looks up. You see his tables are a little more cleaner. The room's a little more cleaner this time.
So nice of you to tidy up for us. We appreciate that.
I had to make room.
Make room for what?
The next
ordered
experiments?
I ordered a Taco Bell when I heard you were coming.
But did you find it?
We did.
Yeah, we did. And if you're ready, we'll go ahead and lead you there.
Where's the third one?
Talk about our friend.
Yes, the elf.
She had some business to attend to.
Hmm. I'm assuming it's that family drama that she keeps referring to or is distracted by.
Yeah.
They're very interested in going into the depths.
Don't tell him my business.
You're not here. That's not canon.
He's like, the depths, the depths, the depths. The Underdark?
Something like that. I don't know much about what their plans are, but
All right. Did you have any issues in the vault?
a bunch, as a matter of fact. Luckily, we have everything sort of pre-planned, so there should be a lot less resistance this time.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Yeager, foul, this way. You see, out of the other room, two dwarves come walking in, eyes a little glazed over. We're ready. The mind flayer says.
Traveling companions.
I don't think that's going to work. It's going to be difficult to get them in.
How so?
There's a guardian at the entrance, and it's not going to be cool with a person who's not of their own right mind.
Give me a not a bluff. It's can't believe I'm mind blanking on this right now.
Well, I mean,
Deception.
Deception.
it's sort of true, though, right?
Well, not only that, but we've only really got clearance for a +1. You see,
I got a 20 anyway, so
I got
18 plus 2.
13 + 4, so 17 on my end.
All right.
We're liars now. High five. Sorry, he's evil. I don't give a shit about lying to him.
All right. He nods. He looks at the other two. Prepare the tools. All right. How shall we travel through the city?
Well,
I can't necessarily walk in the open.
Wear this metal headdress. I would have been perfect. God damn it. You ever just walk right into a plan and you're just like, God damn it.
Damn it. Yeah.
How about a hood? How tall is he? He's pretty tall, right?
Yeah, he's about like 6'6".
How about hunching down?
He leans over a little bit and tries to hunch up like Smithers from Simpsons. Is this better?
How's it look?
He's like a 6'1" old lady.
I'm a little taller than 6. So
I'm sorry, Mr. Burns, not Smithers.
Well, I suppose it's going to be the best we can do. I'm under the impression the sewers don't get us close to the graveyard.
He knows the sewers pretty well.
Yeah, I was going to say he's spent a lot of time down here. He ought to know a pathway to get as close as possible.
I do.
Well, then
If you're willing to brave it.
Well, we've come this far, have we not?
All right. We just have to avoid the crocodile.
Yes, we've seen him.
He's interesting.
Hmm.
Though
He has a gun. It's called a Glockadile, and he's fucking next level. He's got levels in Gunslinger.
He's got an electric guitar. He's a rockadile.
It's a crocodile.
He likes saltines. He's a crackerdile. Oh, damn it.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
serious. Okay.
Meanwhile, back in the vault, Adrian's like, why does this keep untying?
Victor with Mage Hand.
That's the logical conclusion. He's a Spockadile. Oh, wait. He's a rapper. He's a Tupacadile.
Oh, God.
Okay, sorry.
Insane.
Oh, all right. The Mind Flayer just kind of God damn it.
Oh, wait. He's a rapper.
Sorry.
Waka Flockadile. So, okay, sorry. Last one. Sorry.
No worries.
He's making fun of us. He's a Macadile.
My Flayer response. He's like, the crocodile has amazing strength, but not enough brain to take over. Tried a
Oh.
couple times.
Unfortunate
Yeah.
for you.
But he remembers and he's extremely angry about it. But he doesn't have enough brain to take over. I'm perplexed. I have not deemed it perplexed enough to chance the encounter. This way, he takes you guys through a long, dark walk through the sewers.
Get to take the scenic route. Lovely.
So, what's your favorite kind of soup? No, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
It takes you quite a bit, a little longer than what you guys thought the 5 hours would take to get back. So, eventually, you guys do reach a sewer entrance near the City of Dead, where you guys do come up.
I'll step out first and keep an eye out.
All right.
Look all
You
right.
don't see anyone up there. It's semi-dead around this time.
No
So-
pun intended. All right. Well, that's good. I'd imagine with everything going on with all the city guard, it's probably pretty quiet on top of that as well.
Yeah, and when we're in autumn, it's turning to winter slowly. It's getting colder. People are not wanting to stay out as late. It's getting darker sooner.
Well, let's
So-
hurry up then. And I'm gonna gesture for him this way.
He levitates himself up instead of climbing the ladder and lands on the ground.
Show off.
Even the stone in your head said he was a show off. My tentacles are better.
Yeah. I just think to myself, all right, just hold off for a second. We're a little busy at the moment. I don't need any more distractions than I already have.
I find it very interesting what's going to happen next.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's not mine to share.
Well, you're in my head and you're there rent free. I think the least you could do is share with me if you've got some sort of insight as to what's about to happen to us. I'm thinking this, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, everything you guys have put in place, it seems very interesting.
Interesting good, interesting bad.
You guys played one card I didn't expect.
Which one was that?
You'll see.
You know, it would really, help grease the wheels a little bit if you'd kind of, I don't know, give me a bit of an inkling as to what you're talking about.
We're walking with a squid man, and you need an inkling. It's a little funny. It's funny.
Give me a persuasion check.
I can do that.
Please.
That's a 13. That's a 13 plus 7, 20.
Fuck.
I'm
Fuck.
sorry, Dees.
Okay.
It's okay.
Your friends, P-Brick,
Yeah, you want some insight into my pee break? Huh?
You're not there in my head.
Oh, I am. You're talking about my pee break. That's all you're thinking about in your head right now.
My what exactly does my partner's ablutions have to do with anything?
it's who he reached out to. He's not from this world. It seems that me
I'm
and the
an
Mind
alien.
Flayer aren't the only one.
Okay. When you said he reached out to someone, I had a completely different thing in my head for just a second. What do you?
He had an inkling too, huh?
Otherworldly. What?
It seems that he reached out to someone off this plane as well.
Huh. Well, that's a new feature.
It makes sense with what's around him.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't aware. Okay, look, I'm gonna file that back here for just a
Mhm.
second. Let's
Adri's, your elf's mother's friend, also has an inkling around him as well.
Huh. This is really not the time for me to be deep dive into this.
Oh,
kind
I'm
of stuff.
sorry. Did I give you more distractions?
Oh, well, I asked for it. I persuaded you even. So that's on me, not you. Well,
See,
just
the
hold-
gods is never a fault. It's always the worshiper.
Yeah. Shut up. All right, just file that away, and we'll get back to that when we get done with what we got at hand.
I'm gonna look over at him and be like, "You thinking about me peeing? What's wrong with you?"
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I am going to kind of glance sideways every once in a while as we're walking along, though.
You all right?
Trying to, yeah, fine. Just something on my mind. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't planning on it.
I didn't think
I'm
you
gonna light up the other half of my cigar.
My flare. You know it's bad for your body.
Oh, no kidding.
would. To be fair, so is shoving a tadpole in someone's eye. You know.
It doesn't have to go through the eye. There's plenty of other ways to enter the body.
We'll just leave it at that.
That's why we always use the back door to come into your place. Well, we're about here. You ready?
Yes. Let's. As you guys enter the graveyard, he removes his cloak so he can walk freely.
I'm gonna walk up to the tree. We have a guest. He's with us.
It is understood. You have been allowed.
So come on with us. You're gonna open the door.
My flare looks up at the Trent. That was unexpected.
It would have been unexpected.
Yeah, as we told you, it took a little bit of preparation to pull this off.
But not many times I am impressed with your races. This is one.
I think you'll find us very impressive.
He begins to follow you guys in.
We close the door behind us.
All right. You guys go through the tombs up top and you guys reach the actual vault door.
Okay.
Do you present the keys?
Do we present the keys?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The different holes open. You put the keys. They're brought into the door. They close, and then the door begins to open itself as before. The mind flayer. That's odd. 3 keys. Rest scale. Drow hand.
Pineapple.
Is
baby.
that a pineapple baby?
Hell, you call him that too. Why is that a coincidence?
He's like, I've never heard that name for it before.
I guess we're not so different after all.
Yeah.
Is your mom's name Martha? No
How
shit.
do you know that name?
No shit. My
just-
mom's name's Debbie. That's awesome.
He's like,
Your mom has a name too.
pineapple baby. That would anger Xanathar. I will use it next time.
Yeah, you can take that one for free. That's on us.
Yeah. It's a working title.
He's like a
Yep.
giant blue pineapple. My flare says you can tell he's just somewhere oddly, weirdly amused by this phrase.
Well, good. We got him in a good mood before we kill him.
The stone in your
Too bad
head.
he couldn't be more positive like this
Yeah.
the rest of the time instead
I
of me having to kill people.
Yeah.
The stone in your head is just, you can feel it face palming hard. Like, this guy's an idiot.
Shh. Quiet. I need to be able to think.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. If you would like to support us, please check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. We have different things there. Character journals, art, bloopers, stuff like that.
Our cast includes me as Dr. Kaeviir the Raven, Rachel as Adri the Highborn Artificer, Nate as Rain Trichet, Dockside Officiant, And of course, D-Walk as Dr. Midnight and everybody else in the game. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. And we don't invoice in this group. We'll be back next week with more episodes, so stay tuned. I'm about to fucking lean into this motherfucker.
All right.